G League action at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. We have Hustle and the Mad Ants. The Mad Ants in their white and blue, and the Hustle in the orange and blue. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, in this G League game. Starting off with a three from Johnson Thomas, the sharpshooter out of San Leandro. It's a good start to the game off that left side wing. We just saw a WNBA game a moment ago. Heavily guarded defense on both sides, kept it low scoring, and in the end, it was a 7-point win for the Aces, who have a 3-0 series lead over the Wings. Go back and watch those games anytime on YouTube, NorCal Sports TV, and look for the daily schedule at norcalsportstv.com/camp. Mad Ants 3-0 lead. Looked to extend it, but couldn't quite keep it in. That was number 68, James Williams, stepping out of bounds with the ball in hand. Gates receives the pass from the top, Ryan Lynn. Strominger, good on defense, sticks out the hand, and just enough to put him off the mark. Johnson Thomas, the leading point guard for the Mad Ants. He's the one who hit the one and only bucket so far. Perfect pass up court. Scoop layup doesn't go for Myers. And Williams able to wrestle it out of the arms of Lunder. Bump on the body, called for the foul. We have 2 free throws coming up. This will be Bryant Grant. Blocked by Strominger. Got a full hand on that one, stopping the attempt from Jacob Gates. Strominger guarding that paint, trying to bring down the board for the Mad Ants. The turnaround, Jay, is down the hatch for Gates. He adds the first points for Hustle. Johnson Thomas guarded high by Ryan Lynn. Grant up against Myers. His pass to Strominger picked off. Here he goes, Jacob Gates. Attacked from behind and also attacked by the support system of the basket. Lunder will be the inbounder for Hustle. Lynn gets the screen from Campbell. Myers against Williams. Gates, another turnaround. Jay, stopped by Strominger. Grant will slow it down for the Mad Ants. We're right back to Johnson Thomas. Grant awaits in the corner. Thomas gets it to him a tad late, so he's not open for that three any longer. Grant, backdoor pass, poked out by Myers. Luckily, the Mad Ants still able to get the hand on it with Smith. Johnson Thomas, Grant up top. Johnson Thomas, top of the arc three, goes long off the backboard. Mad Ants 3, Hustle 2. Lunder Baseline, bumped on the side, and he's fouled. That'll lead us to a timeout. We'll be back in a moment as this foul is called on the ground.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
A low-scoring game in the G League at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. The Mad Ants 3, Hustle 2, with just under 10 minutes to play in the first half as we have a foul on the way to the rack. 2 free throws coming for Sigel. Sigel misses both. Wills brings down the board. Johnson Thomas still remains on the court for the Mad Ants. He has all 3 points. He started the game with a 3. That's all that's been converted for the Mad Ants. He looks for a second one. Goes short. Campbell, rebound, and fast break opportunity. Working the back and forth against Johnson Thomas. Barely keeps it up, but Johnson Thomas bricks it back to Ryan Lynn. Leading pass, Strominger converts. 5-2, Mad Ants. 2 buckets, one from Strominger, the other from Johnson Thomas. Lynn has Gates on his left, Sigel on his right. Johnson Thomas is the one defending him. Gates sets the screen, Lynn baseline for 15. Strominger swatted at, misses the attempt, back to Smith. Smith won't get the roll. Strominger turns, puts it up, misses that one as well. A few missed attempts for the Mad Ants. So the Hustle pull away with it, still looking for their second basket of the game. Gates calling for it. Broke past Smith, but missed the 5-footer. Johnson Thomas fading away from the basket. Nearly got it, but rattled out last second. And heads back the other way for Hustle. Lynn on the wing. Switches court. Wells the primary defender. Campbell triple teamed, and luckily player there for him. Lynn, 3-ball. Front iron brought down by Smith, and the Mad Ants slowly moving the court on their offense. Johnson Thomas gives it up. Strominger is blocked and also fouled. Official on the backside calling that one. Watch this closer. Johnson Thomas, he goes in, kicks it over to Strominger. Just barely catches a piece of the arm. The foul goes on Ventimiglia. Strominger knocks down the second one. Mad Ants lead 6-2. Coach Goody Goodman wanting the ball to go into the paint to Gates. Keeps saying you got to give it to him. You got to feed him inside there. Campbell finally did so, but a push from behind will force an inbound for Campbell and Hustle. Sigel down to Gates. Gates from 10 feet out misses that one, and Wells with the power rebound. Johnson Thomas uses the screen, batted away. Gates sends it packing.
Timeout. Timeout.
Looking for a quick inbound, taken away. Here he goes. Right hand lay, missed by Gates, and Johnson Thomas will fling a pass. Taken by Campbell. Gates back with it. Battling back and forth like a pinball machine. Wells, his three. That one goes long, and Sigel comes down with the board. Sigel, he'll get a bucket there. It'll be Mad Ants ball when we come back with the Mad Ants leading 6-4.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I know.
Thank you.
Wrong.
Jeez. Live at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, Mad Ants and Hustle for another G League divisional game. Strominger coming up, trying to block Sigel, but Sigel beats him out in the end, ties it up at 6-6. 4 minutes to play in the first. The Mad Ants have had the lead the entire time, just gotten it tied up with that bucket from Sigel. Johnson Thomas goes at it, hacked at, fouled. 2 free throws for Johnson Thomas. That one again, fouled from behind. Score remains at 6-6. Here's Sigel. Johnson Thomas trying to keep his hands off him. Give it down low. Wells on the defense. Perfect defense. Was beat out by Myers. Johnson Thomas drives again, blocked on the front side. Hustle wants to keep their lead existing. Here's Sigel. Blocked again, Smith on the denial. Three ball, Lunder wedgied. Hustle 8, Mad Ants 6. 2 minutes left in the first. Here's Wells on the wing. He has Smith working low. Got the defense to jump. He's fouled on the ground. Inbound off the baseline for the Mad Ants. Johnson Thomas off the inbound, trying to fade away as the defender got in his face. Strominger cleanup, no good. Campbell calls for it down the lane. Lunder will give it to the other side for Sky Myers. Coach Henderson says, go, you got the ball, you got to move fast. And there's a blocking foul. Good call by Daniel Rico. Watch this closer, trying to move in transition. Johnson Thomas was too slow. And Siegel sat there down in front. Final minute of the first. Hustle 8, Mad Ants 6. Up and over. Myers barely tips it into his control. Campbell swings it. 3 from the wing. Blocked by Wells. Siegel. Final 30 seconds. Mad Ants had led up until Hustle had made that last basket. Wells spins. Strominger, clean up, no good either. Then finally cleans up the spill. Strominger ties it up at 8 apiece. Final 2 seconds, releases in time. It'll count if it goes, and Siegel falls short. That will send us to the second half with a tie score of 8 apiece. Second half underway at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores. In that first half, very, very low scoring, only 8 points apiece for both teams. And for a lot of these G League games, we have seen upwards of 40, 50 points. And Strominger starts off the second half well with a 2-point bucket. They lead 10-8. And for Hustle, they are 0-2. And for the Mad Ants, they are 1-1 through the camp so far. Just yesterday's games apply there. The Mad Ants want to add an extra to make it 2-1, and right now in the lead are the Legends. They have a 3-0 record in the G League. Grant. Lunder in extra defense. Got that hand across and stopped him from driving faster. Strominger. Strominger trying to fight for it with Myers. Myers takes it and Strominger goes straight down to play defense, but Campbell beats him out and got a lucky bounce off the front rim and able to tie it back up at 10 apiece. 17-minute second half, final 2 minutes, real game scenario with full court press. Dead ball equals stopped clock. Remember, each team still has a timeout. Up and over is stripped, and we have a blocking foul. So Hustle will stick with it. Lunder wraps it around, a good play, just didn't get the right angle at the basket. Something to look at in the future, able to evade the defense as one of the smaller players on the court, but that doesn't mean he can't play in the key. It was perfect what he did, just needs to execute next time. Wells gets blocked by Campbell, goes back and over. Johnson Thomas gets it outside over Lunder. Pushing the ball, Campbell beats out Wells for the second time, and Campbell gets another. Hustle looking good in the second half, possibly on their way to their first victory of the camp. Grant. Tipped out by Gates, and we are going to have a backcourt violation. So the Hustle have really stepped up their offensive and defensive game both just in the 2-minute break during the half. Lunder gets a screen off the left side, picks up his dribble way too early. Floats it up from 8 feet out, connects on the deuce, and Hustle just like that. 4-point lead. Grant thought about the three, goes baseline, forced to give it up. Lunder's the last to touch it. Strominger slips with it. Jump ball forced by Lunder and Myers with the alternating possession. It goes to Hustle. Coach Henderson telling his Mad Ants team to turn around. If you have your back towards the offensive players, it's always going to result in something bad for you. Johnson Thomas calls out the play, gives it over to Grant to his left. Then to Miglio, the defense. Johnson Thomas, 15-foot floater, no.
Call timeout. It's time for timeout.
Hustle, a great start to the second half. 6 straight points for them, and they lead the Mad Ants 14-10.
Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Hustle 14, Mad Ants 10 at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and final 12 minutes is going to go by fast. A very low-scoring game for the G League. The Hustle have turned themselves around after the half. Coach Goody Goodman walked away from the team, said, hey, you got to figure something out because you have the knowledge and the skill to win this game, and you have to figure out what you're doing wrong because I've already told you, you just have to execute at this point. And so far, they're looking very good in the second half, going 6 straight points. Williams in the corner, Johnson Thomas with the ball in hand. Here's Williams now, his shot just a tad shy. Campbell, he thought about taking it and ripping down the court. He was just out of reach and near the sideline, so he said, I'd rather have possession than possibly give this one up. Lunder uses the handles. Campbell sets the screen just to create a little extra space. Lunder off the legs of Myers. Here goes Strominger. Sigel to Campbell. Campbell switches. Myers straight at it, attacks, and it breaks off the block. Here goes Johnson Thomas on the move. He only has Lynn in front of him. Johnson Thomas trying to draw the foul himself, but Ryan Lynn did the right thing, playing good defense, and Daniel Rico credits him with a stop. Johnson Thomas yo-yoing up and down. Grant sets him a screen, then goes up and over. Smith has to dribble against Campbell. And out on the baseline, turns it over. Here's Lynn. Lynn floats it. Got it. Off the backboard. Lynn knocks it through. 16-10 Hustle leading the Mad Ants with 9 minutes to play in the second half. The Hustle just continue this hot streak and keep the Mad Ants from scoring. Grant to Williams. Williams gets past Lunder. Good attempt at the backboard. Ryan Lynn gets the board and runs. Grant is the only one there on defense, and Sigel makes him pay. 10 straight points for Hustle. They're up 18-10. Forced down to Strominger. Grant, swatted at, doesn't go. Johnson Thomas, 3, no good. Myers now steps into it, uses the glass. And Hustle, largest lead of the game, 10 points, 20-10, 2 separate decades. Grant gives it over to Strominger. Beautiful play, but Strominger swallowed up in the paint. Couldn't do anything. Johnson Thomas picks off the pass and lays it up with the left hand. The first second half bucket for the Mad Ants. Lunder, shooter's touch. No, can't quite get it. timeout called by the officials. 20-12. Hustle wants their first victory of the camp, and they will get it possibly in the next 7 minutes.
10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
(2012) Hustle leading the Mad Ants at basketball camp. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the Hustle. Just a few minutes away from their first victory of camp. Unless Strominger has anything to do with it, he's been dominating inside the paint. Whether he makes his shots or not, he forces the ball down low and forces his teammates to get it to him. Sigel, good. Count the basket, and they're going to give him a foul as well, a possible three-point play. But watch how simple and elegant he made this. Sigel gets it, puts that right arm underneath, and swatted at by Grant. It's one of the easiest ways to force a foul call upon your opponent. Scoop that arm up and under, and just drop it up. Thomas misses it all. Strominger can't get his putback. A rare miss by Strominger. Johnson Thomas into Strominger. Puts Myers on the ground, and Strominger gets another deuce. Lynn, screen from Myers. A small pick and roll, pays off. Hustle, 25-16 with 5 minutes to play, and the Mad Ants, they strung a few plays together in the initial start of the game, but hasn't been able to do that since. They can do that now. They still have a chance, but the Hustle team seems too strong, especially their defense. Campbell gets a steal and a bucket. Thomas up and down to Wells. It's tipped by Campbell. Thomas quick on his feet, able to regain it. Grant swings across baseline, so does Williams. Allows an open lane for Johnson Thomas, who gets hacked. Campbell on the wing. Ventimiglia back out. Campbell, his three off the block. Strominger really wants to change this game. Goes down court, beats him out, fouled by Campbell, and that's a good call. Campbell, his eyes wide open, saying I didn't foul him, but definitely got a large piece of him. Watch this again. Johnson Thomas, unselfish play, setting up Strominger, and there's that contact. So it didn't look too bad from that camera angle, but contact nonetheless. So Strominger puts down his first. 3 minutes left, 10-point game. Strominger gets the shooter's touch on free throw 2. Sigel. Picked off by Strominger. They need this bad. Strominger, coast to coast. Slips past Lynn, doesn't go, and Campbell is there for hustle.
We're approaching the 2-minute timeout.
Johnson Thomas scoops it up with the right hand. Strominger gets another board and sets up a three for his teammate. That one doesn't go, and then Sigel will head back on his fast break. Sigel, scoop around, good. Final 2 minutes coming up after the break. Hustle leads 29-18.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
29-18, Hustle leading the Mad Ants. 1 minute, 44 seconds remain. And in this situation, full court press is allowed. It'll be a stop clock on every dead ball. It's Johnson, Thomas, and Strominger workhorses right now. And that one's blocked by number 53, Sky Myers. Could intently change the game as Campbell scoops it down and around. Hustle staring in the eyes of their first victory of camp. Williams, his three, comes up short. Smith is there, fades it away. That one doesn't go either. Wells for a 12-footer, got it. Sigel, out to Myers. Myers, his float doesn't go. Put back, blocked by Wells. 45 seconds. Johnson Thomas, three ball, no. Lunder grabs it in the corner, three ball, no. Coach Goodman saying shoot it again, but Lunder just bleeding out the clock. Then he'll take it. It looks like the Mad Ants want to give up on the game as there's only a few seconds left, but Henderson says, hey, you got to keep going. This game is not over yet. Strominger gets fouled. He'll have 2 free throws before the final 6 seconds tick off. But here's that last play. Strominger got the board, and here's his coach saying, hey, you got to go. This game is not over. We fight till the end. And then Sigel just comes over, takes that last hit. And the officials are going to call it with that. So our final score, Hustle 31, Mad Ants 20. Hustle gets their first victory of camp, and the Mad Ants will fall down to 1-2 during the week. It's the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. We'll be back in an hour with more basketball.